Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be testing out the brand new e.l.f. X Chipotle collab. I'm sure you guys have seen this going around all over YouTube and social media. The minute that I saw this, I was actually very intrigued by the entire collection. So first of all, I love e.l.f. You guys know it is my favorite drugstore makeup brand, and I actually really love Chipotle as well. I just started getting into Qdoba. Actually, that's like my newest obsession, but I have a very special place in my heart for Chipotle because it got me through many of my college years. So I love this collab, and when I saw it, I thought it was very tasteful, very cute. I'm not really into food related collabs with makeup. I'm just not really into like a cheeseburger palette or pizza palette or like an ice cream palette. Like for me personally, I think it's cute, but it's just not my kind of vibe when I buy makeup. But when I saw this, I thought it was so classy, and I just love the Chipotle themed makeup products. It's very cute. Like I said, it's still very classy, and it doesn't remind me of like kiddish makeup, which I really like. So I'm super excited to test this out today. We're gonna do a little makeup look. Of course, we're gonna test everything out in the collection. I'm sure you guys have seen a million videos, but I had to make a video as well because I love e.l.f. This is the PR box. Like, hello, so adorable, and yeah, I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're just gonna get into it. So grab a snack, grab some Chipotle actually, because like, why not? Very fitting for today's video. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So without further ado, let's get into some e.l.f. and Chipotle. So first, I'm gonna walk you guys through everything that comes in the collection really quick, and then we will get into the eye look. So you can get the entire collection for $52. It does launch for loyalty Beauty Squad members on e.l.f.'s website on March 9th. It is free to sign up for their loyalty program, by the way. But if you're not a part of their loyalty program, it does launch on March 10th for everybody on their website. So first we have the Chipotle eyeshadow palette. First of all, like I said, packaging, it's clean, it's simple, but it's still very much Chipotle themed with like the silver packaging. So this palette retails for $16, which is a little bit of a higher price point than traditional e.l.f. palettes. But I feel like e.l.f.'s quality has been amazing, and it definitely stepped up within the past couple years. And from what I've seen, this palette is definitely worth that price point, and the quality is like really good. So we're gonna test it out today, but like I said, from what I've seen, it does look really good. I do wish the names were on the palettes. That's something else that a lot of people have been mentioning, especially because it's such a cute themed palette and I love the names. It would have been nice to have them all directly on the palette versus just on the little plastic that it does come with. But regardless, I love how you get a mirror. It looks like there's a really good mix of mattes and shimmers, which is nice. And I feel like even though there are some pops of color, you can definitely create a neutral look with this palette. And then we have the Make It Hot lip gloss. This retails for $8. It says there's vitamin E and coconut oil infused, and it's a lip plumping lip gloss with a fiery tint of color. So this is actually a pretty sheer wash of color that it's going to give to your lips, which I love. Honestly, I feel like colors like this look really great with lip liner or over top of a really sheer lipstick. It just gives your lips a little extra something. And I actually really love e.l.f. plumping lip glosses because I find that they don't tingle my lips excessively. They don't feel like a Too Faced lip injection or anything like that. Like, they actually feel very comfortable on the lips. They're not sticky, and I usually really love like the minty feeling that it has on the lips. So this one is in Hot Salsa. And then we have the Extra Guac Face Sponge Duo. This is actually so adorable, you guys. So you get two sponges that are basically supposed to mimic an avocado. So like with the actual avocado and then the avocado pit. That's why you have the little mini brown one, which is adorable. I'm actually a really big fan of e.l.f. sponges. I think they make some of the best ones. They're very squishy, very soft. They're under $10, and they're some of my favorite sponges ever. I use them all the time. So comparing this to the Total Face Sponge, I will say the shape is different a little bit. It does have an angle to it, but this one is shaped like an avocado, whereas their Total Face Sponge is much different and just like kind of more traditional sponge with a flat edge, which I think is perfect for cleaning up your contour. And I think the price on this is really great, $10 for the two sponges. You could use the bigger one for foundation and the smaller one for more precise areas on your face to maybe either do concealer or highlighter. You can also use the sponge for cream blush, either or. So I really love their sponges. So we're gonna be testing this out later on. And the very last thing in the box is actually really cute. This is their makeup bag. I feel like this could be really good for honestly pretty much anything, even like a couple skincare products in here if you are traveling. It almost looks like it's insulated inside. This does retail for $18, so it is pricey, but I feel like it's more of like a collector's item than anything if you love e.l.f. and Chipotle. It's different. I've never seen a makeup bag like this. And it's not the biggest makeup bag ever, but I do feel like you could fit a decent amount of stuff in here because it is pretty deep, and I like how it's a little bit longer. Plus it looks like it's going to be super easy to clean as well. So that is the entire collection. Let's start off with the eyes first. Of course, we're going to do a little look with it. So I'm actually going to be recreating a look that I saw on Instagram. e.l.f. actually just posted it, and I'll pop it in right here, and I'll pop in the name of the makeup artist as well, but it looks absolutely stunning. I'm not going to do the liner exactly how she did it, but I am going to incorporate some of those colors for sure because it looks really beautiful, but still very wearable even though it is so fun and bold. So let's get into it. I already did prime my lids. I'm going to start off with this color right here, which is that that nice brown. And I'm just gonna apply that right in the crease. Okay, first of all, hello pigment. Wow, first impression of this color, it is extremely buttery and really pigmented, and I'm like barely dipping my brush in. Whew, that is a beautiful color. Super excited to use the other matte shades because that look was really easy to work with. Then I'm gonna go into this green color right here, and I'm gonna apply that on the outer portion of my eye. Again, I'm doing this ever so lightly and then just kind of blending it out as I go. Actually, I'm switching brushes. I'm not really spending too much time blending towards the lid because I'm going to go in with a shimmer in a minute. But that's a really pretty, actually like mossy kind of green. I love green shadow. Actually, like this, like these kind of earthy tones, they're so pretty. And then I'm gonna go into this color right here, and I'm gonna just use my finger actually first since I don't have any nails. Let's see how it looks just dry. Wow. Okay. No wetting my brush, nothing, literally just my finger. Do you see that? That is beautiful. I'm loving these like green vibes. Like this is very, very pretty. Okay, so you definitely do not need to spray your brush or anything. Just use your finger. I'm sure if you were to spray this though, it would be even like more intense. I mean, I can imagine. This is a very buttery formula though, I have to say. These are reminding me of like high end, and there's like not a ton of fallout like I normally have. You know, I'm trying to be light-handed because you guys know I'm so heavy-handed. So trying to go off of the picture that I showed you guys earlier from Instagram, my look is not gonna look exactly like hers. Of course, I'm just taking inspo, but I am gonna go in with this color. I believe this is called Corn, this color right here, but I'm just gonna take that and kind of pop that color towards the inner portion a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. I feel like it kind of just added a little extra sparkle because it has a little bit of glitter to it. Just kind of makes the green in the inner portion pop a little bit more. Wow, again, I didn't even spray my brush. I'm literally just dipping directly into the shadow. Woo. Let's take a little bit more of that transition color that I was using, and I'm just gonna run that right in the crease. I'm just like not over this green color. Like these shimmers in here are like next level, you guys. I have to say this palette does feel better than their other palettes that they do have. Like the formula feels a little bit creamier, more butterier. Butterier, is that a word? A little bit more buttery. I love e.l.f. shadows, don't get me wrong. Their bite-sized eye palettes are amazing. I also love their other palettes that they do have, the ones that are like $15, like the Opposites Attract palette. But I will say this one is definitely a lot more creamy, and the formula is definitely like chef's kiss. This look calls for some winged liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and do winged liner, lashes, and then I'll come back and we will do foundation because I do want to use these sponges. So I'm gonna go get these damp under the sink and then I'll be right back and we'll finish off this look. Okay, so just finished up the liner, lashes. I'll leave the details down below in the description box for you guys if you're interested. So I just dampened my beauty sponge. So this is what it looks like. It's very, very squishy. First impression, it feels just like their other Total Face sponge, except it's just a little bit different, like the shape. But you can see here, they're both pretty big in size. This is my favorite sponge at the drugstore, the Total Face sponge. I love how it's angled and I've loved this for years. So comparing both of them, you can see the shape is really the biggest difference, but they're both super squishy and bouncy. And then this is the little guy over here, the little avocado pit. It's so cute. So I'm gonna use this to blend out concealer in the inner corners in just a minute. So I just prepped my skin with the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. And since this is like an e.l.f. video, let's go in with the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. I have mine in the shade Light 240W, one of my favorites. So I'm gonna use the flat side. And I'm just gonna pounce this in. Super, super bouncy. I like how you can pinch it too, like the top of it is kind of rounded. So if you want to get in there and like really concentrate the product like in between your brows or like around your hairline, you can definitely do that. Honestly, I don't think I've ever tried a sponge from e.l.f. that wasn't super squishy and soft and that got really big when you dampened it. They're all really, really good. Now let's do some concealer. I'm gonna do a little under eye corrector first. I've been loving this one from Milani, the Supercharged under eye tint. This one is in 120 Peach. I'm gonna use the other sponge, the avocado one, and then I'll show you guys how I like to use the smaller one as well. So really you could use this sponge for your under eyes as well, because like you can use like the top of it like I mentioned earlier and like pinch it. It's like the perfect kind of rounded shape, as you can see. Now for concealer, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. I have this one in light beige, another favorite. So I'll show you guys for the inner corners. You could use the avocado sponge, or you could leave the inner corners unblended and you can use a little sponge here for inner corners, and then also right for the lower lashes. It's good, or even like around your nose. I feel like you could even use them for like cream products on your face if you wanted to, like liquid highlighter for the smaller one, and then if you want to use like cream blush or cream bronzer with this sponge, you totally could as well, because you can really like shape it to your face and however you want to blend out your products on your face. So I really like the sponges, double thumbs up. I think they killed it with the shape and everything. It's very like, it's cute, but it's also really practical as well. Let's try out this sponge with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I normally use a brush with this blush, but I figured we would test it out today. So I have this one in the color Bali. Oh, that's pretty. So see, like I never really apply my cream products with a sponge. I normally just use a brush, but that looks really pretty. It just gives you like the softest wash of color, and I feel like it really diffused that product into the skin really seamlessly. It's very light, but it's very easy to work with and super easy to blend. Like this rounded bottom and then the rounded top is perfect for blending out products on your face. It just makes it so easy. Okay, so I just finished up the rest of my makeup. I literally just applied the transition color and I realized that I wasn't recording. I've been doing that so much lately. All I did so far to this eye was just take this brown color and I just smudged that a little bit right on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with the orange in just a minute. I always just like to place a lighter color down before going in with a really bright shade first. Definitely gonna go in with this hot fire orange color. And you know what? I'm gonna use that same brush. Ooh. Pigment. We love that. This one has a little bit of like a glitter kind of undertone to it. It's not like shimmery, it's just kind of almost like a sequin color. So one of those colors that looks matte, but there's actually glitter in it. Really pretty though. It's super vibrant and very pigmented. And then for the inner corners, I'm gonna go into this color right here. I believe it's brown rice with this color corn from earlier. With this, I am gonna spray my brush just because I am gonna concentrate product in the inner corners, and I always like that to kind of pop. Ooh, that is so pretty. That combo is everything. Just really brightens up the inner corners and just like the eyes in general. For the waterline, I'm gonna go with the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner. This one is a really bright neon color. I feel like it's just very fitting with this look. So I just added some lower lash mascara. Now, finally for the lips, we have the Make It Hot Lip Plumping Lip Gloss. It smells like big red gum. Like cinnamon. I'm not gonna put any lip liner on so we can see like the true color on the lips. Ooh. Oh yeah, I feel like it's gonna make your breath also smell like the gum. I actually used to love that gum growing up. So it feels a little bit tingly, but nothing too crazy. And I'm normally not a big lip plumping gloss kind of girl, but I really enjoy e.l.f.'s, and this is just like their other ones. It's just the color is a little bit different. And I really enjoy like the cinnamon kind of hot big red gum. It smells really good. Like I said, I love that gum as a kid, so I really enjoy the smell of this. I like the little tint too that it gives your lips. It's not a really sticky formula. It's super smooth. I feel like this would pair really well over top of a lipstick, a matte liquid lipstick, or you could even pair it with a lip liner. I'm gonna add some lip liner because why not? I'm gonna use Alamar Cosmetics Dulce. I love that lip liner gloss kind of look. It's so pretty. Love it with lip liner, so pretty. And I feel like honestly you could use a lot of different lip liners with it because the tint is so light. It's not gonna like really throw anything off. So I really like it. I like the glossy, like juicy kind of plump look that it gives. It's not too aggressive, but it's like just enough. So I like it. So that officially completes this look. I have to say this is one of my favorite collections from e.l.f. and I know I say that a lot about a lot of new products from e.l.f. but they completely killed it. This is a collection where I love everything in the entire line and I think it's super cute. Everything goes really well together and the products perform honestly like high-end. My favorite product in today's collection is definitely the eyeshadow palette. It is so buttery, so creamy. The packaging is amazing and I really love the mixtures of mattes and shimmers and I feel like you can create a lot of looks with this palette. Neutral, more pops of color. It's a really good addition I think to my collection. I have a lot of neutral palettes but I think this is a good mix of neutrals with some really fun pops of color. It reminds me of a high-end palette. I mean it blended like a dream. The lip gloss was also really nice. I like how it's not overly plumping on the lips. Like right now I've had it on for probably at this point like 10-15 minutes. No issues. It's comfortable and I really like the smell of it as well. These beauty sponges are everything. Like I mentioned, I guess, you know, even if you don't use this one, it's still worth it even to get the collection just to have both because it's really cute. The shape is perfect, not just for the collection, but just like for blending out different things on your face. It is amazing and I really, really love this. This bag is also everything. I mean, like I love this so much. I like the thought behind it and I have to say like for a makeup bag, the packaging and everything is very nice. It is pricier though, so this is definitely something that you don't absolutely need to have in your life. I think if you're like a diehard Chipotle and e.l.f. fan and you want like a good collector's item, it's cute to have, it's not necessary. I would definitely much rather, let's say, splurge on the eyeshadow palette versus this, but it's very cute as well. So I like the thought that was put into it. So that is officially it for this first impressions and review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you're gonna be getting this collection. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear from you, so definitely leave me a comment and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.